11 number. Find the value of 1 plus I square plus I raised to 4 up to I raised to 20. So we can write down this like 1 plus I square plus I raised to 4 plus I raised to 6 plus I raised to 8 plus I raised to 10 plus I raised to 12 plus I raised to 14 plus I raised to 16, or you cannot make the bracket, that is okay, or I raised to 18 plus I raised to 20. 1 2 3 4 5 plus 1. Okay, now see, 1 plus I square is minus 1, I raised to 4 is plus 1. Similarly, this becomes I raised to 4 into I square plus this becomes I raised to 4 square. Okay, plus this becomes I raised to 4 square into I square plus I raised to 4 raised to 3 plus I raised to 4 raised to 3 into I square plus I raised to 4 raised to 4 plus I raised to 4 raised to 4 into I square plus I raised to 4 raised to 5. Okay, now this plus 1 minus 1 get cancelled, this becomes 1 plus I raised to 4 is 1, I square is minus 1, so minus 1, this becomes plus 1. Again, this is minus 1, plus 1, minus 1, plus 1, minus 1, plus 1. Okay, now this all bracket gets cancelled. There is a plus 1, minus 1, plus 1, minus 1, minus 1, plus 1, minus 1, plus 1, minus 1, plus 1. So answer is simply 1. Okay, this is the 11 question. Okay, now 12. Show that. So I will write down LHS is 1 plus I raised to 10 plus I raised to 100 minus I raised to 1000. So this is 1 plus I raised to 4 raised to 2 into I square. This is I raised to 4 raised to 25 minus I raised to 4 raised to 250. So this becomes 1 plus this is 1 and this is minus 1. So this becomes 1 minus 1. This is plus 1, that is minus 1. Again, plus minus gets cancelled. This is RH. Okay, this is proof. Now 13th one. 13 is 1 plus I raised to 14 plus I raised to 18 plus I raised to 22. See, 1 plus I raised to 14 plus I raised to 18 plus I raised to 22. A real number, justify your answer. So this is 1 plus I raised to 4 raised to 3 into I square plus I raised to 4 into 4 into I square plus I raised to 4 raised to 5 into I square. So this becomes 1 plus this is 1 cube into minus 1 plus 1 raised to 4 into minus 1 plus 1 raised to 5 into minus 1. So this becomes 1 minus 1 minus 1 minus 1. So this plus 1 minus 1 get cancelled. This is minus 2, which is a real number. Okay, now 14th sum. Evaluate I raised to 37 plus 1 upon I raised to 67. Okay, so this is I raised to 4 I raised to 4 raised to 9 into I plus 1 upon I raised to 4 into 16 into I cube. So I raised to 4 is 1, 1 raised to 9 into I plus 1 upon 1 raised to 16 into minus I. So this is simply 1, so this becomes I. This minus I will write down here 1 upon I. So I can write down 1 upon 1 into I upon I. So this becomes I minus I upon I square. So this becomes I minus I upon minus 1. So this minus minus becomes plus I is simply 2I. 2I is the answer. Now 15th. Prove that 1 plus I raised to 4 into 1 plus 1 upon I raised to 4 is 16. So LHS is 1 plus I raised to 4 into 1 plus 1 upon I raised to 4. So I will write down this like this: 1 plus I into 1 plus 1 upon I into I upon I whole raised to 4. I multiplied and divided by I here and whole raised to 4. So this becomes 1 plus I. Here it becomes 1 plus I upon I square. So 1 plus I into this becomes 1 plus I upon this is minus 1. I square is a minus 1 raised to 4. So this becomes 1 plus I into 1 minus I whole raised to 4. This is a plus b, a minus b. So becomes 1 square minus I square whole raised to 4. So this is 1 minus of minus 1 raised to 4. I square is a minus 1. So this becomes 1 plus 1 raised to 4. So this is 2 raised to 4 equal to 16, which is RHS, hence proved. Now 16th one, find the value of I raised to 6 plus I raised to 7 plus I raised to 8 plus I raised to 9 upon I square plus I cube. So this becomes I raised to 4 into I square plus I raised to 4 into I cube plus I raised to 4 raised to 2 plus I raised to 4 raised to 2 into I upon I square plus I cube. So I raised to 4 is 1 into I square is minus 1 plus here is a 1 into I cube is a minus I plus 1 square plus 1 square into I upon I square is a minus 1 plus I cube is a minus I. This is minus 1 minus I plus 1 plus I upon minus 1 minus I. Now this plus 1 minus 1 plus 1 get cancelled. This is minus I plus I get cancelled. So this becomes 0 upon minus 1 minus I. Something divided by 0 is always 0. So answer is 0. Now 17. If A equal to minus 1 plus root 3 I upon 2 and B is equal to minus 1 minus root 3I upon 2, then show that A square equal to B and B square is equal to A. Okay, so therefore we will find out first A square. A square is simply minus 1 plus root 3I upon 2 whole square. So this becomes minus 1 square into 2 times minus 1 into root 3I plus root 3I whole square upon 4. Okay, here we use expansion of formula of A plus B whole square. So minus 1 square is a 1. This becomes minus 2 root 3I. I square is minus 1, square of root 3 is 3. So this becomes minus 3 upon 4, since I square equal to minus 1. Okay. Now 1 minus 3 is minus 2 root 3 I by 4. So 2 is common, this becomes minus 1 minus root 3 I upon 4 is become 2 jam. So this becomes minus 1 minus root 3 I upon 2, that is equal to b. So a square becomes b. Similarly, we want to prove b square is a. Therefore, b square is simply minus 1 minus root 3 I upon 2 whole square. So this becomes minus 1 square plus 2 into minus 1 into minus root 3 I plus minus root 3 I whole square upon 2 square is 4. So minus 1 square is a plus 1. This minus minus become plus 2 root 3 I. Square of negative value is positive. Square of 3 root 3 is a 3, but I square is minus 1. So this becomes minus 3 upon 4. So 1 minus 3 is a minus 2 plus 2 root 3 I upon 4. So take 2 common, minus 1 plus root 3 I upon 4. 2 2s are 4. So this becomes minus 1 plus root 3 I upon 2. So minus 1 plus root 3 I upon 2 is simply a. Therefore, b square is a. It is proved. Now, next one. If x plus iy is equal to a plus ib cube, show that x upon a plus y upon b equal to 4 into a square minus b square. So we need to simplify this first. So this becomes a cube plus 3a square into ib plus 3a ib square plus ib cube. So this is a cube plus 3a square b I. Okay. I square is minus 1, so this becomes minus 3 ab square, and I cube is minus I, so this becomes b cube I. Since I square equal to minus 1 and I cube is equal to minus I. So a cube and minus 3ab square, this and these terms are real number, these are imaginary number, plus if I take I common, this becomes 3a square b minus b cube. Therefore, on comparing real and imaginary parts, we get हमें क्या मिला यहाँ पे. Therefore, x is simply a cube minus 3ab square and y is equal to 3a square b minus b cube. But we want to prove that x by a plus y by b. So we took LHS from the question. Therefore, LHS is x upon a plus y upon b. Now, x is simply a cube minus 3ab square upon a plus y is 3a square b minus b cube upon b. I will write down this is 1. This is from 1. Okay. Now, take a common. Here remains a square minus 3 b square upon a plus take b common 3a square minus b square upon b. This b get cancelled. Remains a square minus 3 b square plus 3 a square minus b square. This a square and these terms get added. A square plus 3a square is a 4a square minus 4b square. 4 is common. A square minus b square and that is our RHS side. Hence this is proved. Okay, now next one, 19th one. Okay, this is if a plus 3I upon 2 plus IB equal to 1 minus I, show that 5a minus 7b equal to 0. So we have to simplify this. Therefore, a plus 3I is equal to 1 minus I into 2 plus I. Multiply 1 with 2 plus IB minus I into 2 plus IB. So this becomes 2 plus IB minus 2I minus I square B. So 2 plus I common, B minus 2. I square is minus 1, minus minus becomes plus. Here it is I square equal to minus 1. So therefore A plus 3I equal to 2 plus B plus I into B minus 2 on equating real and imaginary part, we get A is equal to 2 plus B. Therefore, A minus B equal to 2. Second expression, 3 is equal to B minus 2. So this minus 2 comes here. So B becomes 3 plus 2. If this minus 2 comes here, okay, this becomes plus. So therefore, B is equal to 5. Put B equal to 5 in equation 1. We get A minus 5 equal to 2. Therefore, A equal to 2 plus 5. Therefore, A is equal to 7. Now, what we want to prove? Now, we have given on LHS side is 5A minus 7B. 5 into A is 7 minus 7 into B is 5. This is 2. This is 3. Simply from 2 and 3. Okay. This becomes 35 minus 35 equal to 0, which is RHS side. Therefore, 5A minus 7B is a 0.